On August 19th, 24-year-old Jamycheal Mitchell was found dead in his jail cell. He had been arrested and held for 4 months for stealing groceries, a grand total of $5 worth of groceries. He stole a Snicker bar, a bottle of Mountain Dew, and a zebra cake. And for this, he was held in jail for 4 months. And ultimately, he gave his life. Mitchell was mentally ill. He had bipolar disorder and he had schizophrenia. He couldn't hold down a job, but according to his family, he just made people laugh. He never did anything serious. He never harmed anybody. On April 22nd, he was arrested for stealing $5 worth of groceries. When he finally went to court, he was found not competent to stand trial, which makes sense, and ordered to be transferred to a state hospital, a state-run mental health facility. Now, don't even get me started on the fact that he was ordered to do all of this because he wasn't mentally competent to stand trial for stealing $5 worth of groceries. I won't even get into that. What I will get into is the fact that he was supposed to be transferred to that hospital on the 31st of July. At least that's when the order was put in. But Mitchell wasn't transferred to the hospital on the 31st of July. He wasn't transferred to the hospital at all. Instead, he stayed in jail until his death on the 19th of August. He lost over 65 pounds because he wasn't taking his medication and because he was refusing food. So now people are going to say it's his fault. No, he was mentally ill. For a mentally ill person who is supposed to be receiving medical treatment to be sitting in a jail cell instead, not receiving the medical treatment he needs, not being forced to take his medication, not being watched over, not being either fed or force-fed. It's not his fault. It's the state. It's the jail. It's the system. And I'm not someone who's for medicating someone just because. But this particular case called for more medical intervention. He lost over 65 pounds. His family members, when they went to see the body, said he had no muscle mass left, no tone on his body. It was just an emaciated body. There was nothing left. The people in that jail must have seen that this body was rotting away, and yet they did nothing. Okay, so the mental health facility said they didn't have a bed. When someone is starving to death, you take them to the emergency room. You do something. You do something to make sure that someone doesn't die. Over $5 worth of groceries. Because in the grand scheme of things, that store would never miss that Mountain Dew, that Snicker bar, or that zebra cake. But you know what? His family is going to miss him. Until next time, this is an Aspie's point of view.